Alright, that's Buster. On me. Buster and me. Yep. Here we are. We are at Littlefield Muni here in Texas. Littlefield. So anyway, yeah, would have never come here if it wasn't for a if it wasn't for a scenery, airport scenery off of flightsim.to. So anyway, I was just looking for airports in Texas and saw this one on our way out to Santa Fe, and so it looked pretty cool, and it is pretty cool. So wanted to make sure we stopped and gave it its due. But definitely like what they did here. Pretty awesome. Yep. So we're going out to Santa Fe. So we're going to finally get into some high desert area. So yeah. Yep. And then from there I think we're going to Sedona, and then from there Las Vegas. So I won't sing my Viva Las Vegas for you all, but anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and get this show in the air. So let me go ahead and close up. Yeah, we haven't flown in a while. We've actually been working on our blender skills. Yep, Buster and I are actually going to, well, let's put it this way. When we took off at North Perry Airport, we were extremely disappointed on how flat that default airport was. And we made a commitment that when we go back there, that airport's going to look good. And so, yeah. Yep, we did it. We took the plunge. And we bit off way more than we can chew. So yeah, we are in the blender world of blender. But we've done pretty good, haven't we, Buster? I mean, you know. Yeah. I mean, we've designed 3 major hangars, like long ones with like T hangars, and yeah, so pretty interesting hangars, and then 1 major hangar that would fit maybe, you know, like 1 like Baron, and then we've done a couple buildings outside of that, a fuel depot. Yeah, so did all the lighting for night, you know, all of that. We've added parking spots inside several of the hangars. We've added its own fuel for the FBO there. Yeah, so we gone pretty crazy. So that's been about a week for us. So yeah, so that's where we've been. So yeah, maybe one day we'll actually put it out on Flight Sim TO, so people can see it, so, and use it and actually enjoy it. But we're taking our time. Yeah, so we haven't flown in about a week and a half. So this ought to be interesting. And see how much of our skills have gone away. All right, let's go ahead and we're definitely going to need to rely on the checklist a little bit more today. All right, so parking brake's down. Parking brake is set. Gear is down. Let me just make sure. Yep, there we go. All of our switches are confirmed off. Okay, all good. Let's turn on the battery. All right, fuel looks good. Bus volts look good. All right, so we are good, and we got 3 green, so we are a go. Okay, pre-flight inspection. So normally we would go around. I told you we would actually do this one day. We'll do an outside inspection, but not today. Flight plan's already been filed with Vatsim. I guess when we have a VFR flight plan and we're really not under a time constraint, we'll go ahead and do a walk around. Before starting engine, okay, let's get rolling. gear handle down, parking brake in. Let's take a look at those circuit breakers all the way across. It's looking good there. Let's go ahead and get a better view of the circuit breakers here on the side. They are all in. Let's go ahead and continue with our switches. They are all good. And down. Let's do ahead. We are idle. Props are high. Mixture needs to be full rich. Let's come down here. Trim tabs are neutral. Cowl flaps are indeed now down. Fuel selectors are on. Static switch down here is in. Going across the bottom row now. Everything is in. Good. Let's check the pressurization. We are down and dump. That's what we want. Yeah, we left this off last time. How high are we here? We're at 3,500 feet. Is that true? Indicated altitude 35. Let's see. Yeah, 3607. Okay. So that's about what we've got set for our cabin pressure. Alright, which is good. And why can't I get this off? Okay, there we go. Alright, good, now it's ready to power up. Okay, avionics master is off, so battery on. Alternators are now on. Bus volts are hanging out at 23. Let's go ahead and get our navs and beacon on. While we're here, let's check the annunciator lights. They are all looking good. Come over here, do our, well, on our way, let's go ahead and check the boost pump. Good. Just want to put it on low. Yep, that's working. Test. Put it back. I know, Lester, I know you do not like that. Alright. CO test. Got 2 lights on. Good. Cabin heat or air we can do on now, but we're okay. We're at 73. Okay, let's get the engine started. Parking brakes are set. Beacons are now on. We are doing a cold start. Let's go ahead and do right engine first. Okay, fixture props. Let's go ahead and go full wide open on throttle. Boost pump on high for 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Boost pumps are now off. Throttle idle, cracked open, and clear prop. Buster, you want to help? Okay, let's go ahead and get the ignition on. Go to start. Here's the drop, let it go. Start goes off, good. Let's advance to good. 1,000 on the RPM. We are green in the oil pressure. We have oil temp is rising. Fantastic. Let's get back to 1,000. Okay, we are all good there. How are our bus volts? Bus volts picked up a tick, which is good. Around 28. All right, engine instruments are still looking good. Let's go ahead and get the second engine on. So we have mixture rich. Props are now. Let's go full wide open. Let's go ahead and throw the fuel, the boost to high. Good. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Boost off. Throttle back to idle. Crack open. Ignition on. Good. Let it go. Start light is now off. Let's go ahead and advance the throttle to 1,000. Okay, 1,000's coming up. We're green in oil pressure. We have a rise in oil temp. We have a good left engine start. Outstanding. Let's check our annunciators while we're here one more time. They are looking good. Avionics master. Let's roll. We did get squawk code, so we'll get that in there. 6225. Let's get the alt in right now. Let's go standby. I always do not. I keep forgetting turning off the weather. I know, Buster. I know. Let's go calm too. Pretty simple flight plan today. TXO and ACH, 2 VORs. Alright, while we have this pulling up, what is our Unicom here? Yeah, CTAF is 122.8. I love how simple that is, huh? Let's go ahead and get Texaco. Love it. 112.2. I'm sure there's a story behind that. Let's identify it. Texaco is on. Let's get number 2 going. Let's get down to 121.5. I always like to put 121.5, unless we have ATIS, of course. But we'll get this down in here. And our next one, instead of doing ACH, why don't we do this one? 113.6, just so we can get some triangulation going, or at least track our way. We'll probably fly from the VOR. Of course, we're going to be using GPS, but we're going to back ourselves up all the way through. And so let's put that to there, and then let's go ahead and get ACH 117.8. Okay, we're good there. Let's go ahead and get our routes going now. Alright, flight plan. Push. Turn. Okay. Lima. India. Uniform. And where are we going? Okay. Sierra Alpha Foxtrot. Texaco VOR. Turn. And Tonchico. Perfect. Pretty simple. Pretty simple plan. Let's get our navs going. We'll be taking off a runway 1 today, and we will be going to 16,000. Should be pretty interesting. You can see how it's getting red. We'll be climbing, I think. Santa Fe might be at 5,000. We'll see. Good. I think we're good. Why is our props? What's going on with the props? We got a little craziness in our manifold here. Definitely see some power differential. All the other instruments look good though. Can't quite tell which way that's running. prop spin. Now it's getting better. It's a little uneven on my throttle. Let's go ahead and get us in. Let's dial us up. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and finish our checklist here for our after start engine. Let's make sure that we're at the right altimeter. Let's pull the weather down. Should have had this done earlier, Buster. I know. Okay, nearby airport, Arsenal. Alright. Gosh, wind's right out of the east at 8. And we'll still take off at runway 1. Gusting to 15, broken 2.5. Okay. And then, so is it broken at 0.25 and 0.32, to 2013, and it's 3010. There we go. 1650 is what we got. Okay. Check our fuel tanks, by the way. Tip fuel tanks are full. Weight and balance, of course. We fueled up here. We bought around 110 gallons. Cost us $5.09 a gallon, so about 558 bucks to fuel up here. Board baggage is good. That's Buster's food. Yep. That's me. That's Buster, and that is our. We're still traveling with the life raft from the Bahamas, so we're keeping that. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll check the weather in the air for Santa Fe, but it looked pretty good earlier. Alright, so we're going to be taking off our runway 1, and then we'll be making a left-hand turn to get back to our course. We'll go direct to TXO, to Texaco. What does the airport look like here? Because it is time to taxi. Alright, so where are we? We're going to come out here. I got nothing. I'm going to come out here, make a left, and come down the taxiway. Where are we? 19 and 1. 19 and 1's behind us. Kind of weird. We're definitely facing west. Runway 1 should be right in front of us. There it is. I don't know why. I think I think these might be off. That's runway 31. Foxtrot. I think we just go out here, make a left, and bam, bam, bam. Okay. Yeah, we're still taking up runway 1. That's what we're going to do. Not sure how we're going to get there. We're just going to get there. Don't have any guidance here from the Jeppesen chart, so we just know where we're going. Standby altimeter. We've set the attitude indicator, the remote compass. Good, we're slaved and aligned. Comm radios are now set completely. Alright, let's go ahead and set right where we want it. Pretty crazy. What's our course? 321. That's what we want to intercept. Okay. Comm radios are good. Nav radios are good. Weather radar is on standby. Fine. Cabin heat and air. No, we're good. 75 degrees is fine. Air conditioning. No, we're good. Flight controls. How we looking? Left. Right. Neutral. Awesome. Okay, good. Fantastic. Oh, taxi lights, transponder, and mixture. Let's lean us out. Transponder, we're good. And taxi lights. Let's go ahead and get over here and do our run up. We'll come out here so we don't run the guy over. We'll do our run up over here. And I'm sure that's our runway. Littlefield traffic, Baron 712 Bravo Mike, taxiing to runway 1, Littlefield. Make sure we don't hurt our guy. Taxiway Bravo. There we go. It's not like this place is completely packed. We'll do our run up over here. Actually, it's coming out of here. Right? Yeah. Alright, we'll do a run up right here. Parking brake on. What's going on? Phones are wigging out. A second here, guys. That away. Alright, here we go. Okay. Parking brake mixture. Let's go ahead and get the mixture. Boy, not much of a lean out. Let's go ahead and get the props. M17. Exercise props. Start with the right one first. Okay, 300 there. Next we want to see a rise in oil pressure. Yep. And now we want to see a rise in manifold. Yep, ever so slight. Let's go on to the left. Good. Drop. Now we want to see a rise in oil pressure once we stabilize. Okay. Yep. There's the rise. Now we want to see one last one on the manifold. Good. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and check the mags. Let's do right engine, left mag. Don't want to see anything more than 150 drop. That's 100. Let's go back to both. Bring them back up and stabilize. Okay, bring it to the right. Good. 100 back to both. All right. Let's go left engine. Left. Okay, it's about 100. Back to both. Let's do the right. There we go. There's the 100 drop. We're good there. Back to both. Awesome. Magnetos check. We're in the green on instrument air. Going around the horn. Let's check the alternators. So left off. Seeing the right pick up the slack. Right off. Bus picks up the slack. Left back on. Should pick it up. Good. Right back on. Level. Perfect. De-ice test. Yep. Let's do it. Prop. We got a positive on the ammeter. And let's turn it off. And good. We had a positive on the loading on the amps. Windshield heat. We got positive in a light. Pitot heat. You see positive in a light. Positive in a light. Good. Fuel vent just positive. Yep. Stall positive. Yep. Excellent. Let's do the surface. Holding it down. Okay, we got about 18 on the pressure, and we had a light. Let's go to auto. We should see it cycle. Let's see the cycle. There's the cycle with a light. Cycle. Light off. Cycle back on, light on. Good. Alright, de-icing looking good. All the heater switches are fine. De-icing is fine. Let's go ahead and check the pressurization. Is it 4? Yeah, pressurization. Let's go. Alright, so we are at cabin altitude. So cabin differential pressure, the little hand is on 0. Cabin altitude is set. Climb rate 10 o'clock. Great. Alright, now we go up and up. Oop. Down and down. Let's go to 2000. Okay, we're at 2000. Let's go ahead and pressure up. Press the hold test. Oh. My bad. Gotta go 2000 or 1000 below. Now let's hit the test. Good. We have a drop. Excellent. Perfect. Dump and down. Good. Now let's pop it back. First desired altitude will be 16,000, which is right there on the bottom. Perfect. Excellent. Throttles, good. About 12. Flaps. How are we doing on flaps? Let's just see how they're working. I like it. Let's keep it at approach. Good. Let's test the autopilot. All right. Good. Heading bug is deflected to the left. Let's turn on the autopilot. Flight director is alive. Let's hit the heading bug. Good. Flight director turning left, yoke turning left. Let's make sure we get a movement here going back in the other direction, and we do. Perfect. Okay, let's kill the heading. Let's turn the autopilot off with my switch. And Okay, good. Just want to make sure I can engage it with the button. Turn it on and engage it with the button one more time. Good. Okay, we're good. Autopilot is working. Forward takeoff checklist windows, they're closed. Confirmed. GPS, comm, and navs. GPS, comms. Let's go ahead and get our flight time. Everything's set. Our first point will be TXO. There we go, right there. That's our message. It's of course the 321. Yeah. Alright. There we go. TXO is in the box. Radio 141. Okay. And which puts us on a course 321. There we go. Alright. Heading bug is set. Yes, sir. Course is set. Yes, sir. Elevator trim to take off. Down here. Where are we at? Why am I disorientated on the trim? That's 0. Down, up. Yeah, it's about where we want it, right about there. About 2. Let's see if that works. It's been a little while. Flaps set to approach. All right, cabin altitude selector. Yep, we're at 16,000. Let's go ahead and pressurize the cabin. Good. Air conditioning's off. Fuel booster pumps are to low. Pitot heats are now on. Anti-ice, we will not need them. Transponder set and on where they need to be while the radar now can go on. Perfect. Landing lights and strobes. Let's go ahead and do that once we turn. Alright, Buster, so we're going to go ahead and rotate around to 80. If we lose power or anything comes, any smoke, anything like that, we're going to go ahead and cut the power, and then we're going to stop the airplane on the runway. Once we do rotate at 80 though, once we get positive rate, we will put the landing gear up once we have no runway. We will then climb out at about 110. Flaps will go up at 100 on our way up. Once we get to around 500 feet above, so probably call it 4,200, we're gonna dial back our props. Gonna dial back our props to 24, and then we'll continue our climb out from there. If we do lose an engine, we'll be making left traffic today, and we'll come on back. Pattern altitude will be 4,700. Just call it 4,700. Any questions? All right, we are good to roll. Let's go ahead and get in on our lights. So on goes the strobe, on goes our lights. Gear and taxi light will be going up. We need to get that discipline back to our airliner days. So looks pretty good. Littlefield traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike, taking runway 1 for the westbound departure. Littlefield. Love it. Got a little bit of a wind, a little bit of crosswind, so So we'll hold a little bit of right aileron on our way. There. That gives us a good perspective. We'll keep it like this because we're going to get blown off to the left. We're going to get blown off to the left pretty significantly. All right. Any question, buzzer? All right, let's take it. Let's get it going. Throttle up to 30. Brake released, full throttle. A little bit of right roll. Airspeed's alive. Littlefield traffic, bearing 2 Bravo Mike is passing 5,000 feet. Clear runway 1. Turning westbound. Last call. Littlefield. We'll turn to intercept. Alright, let's do the let's do the climb down checklist. Landing gear is up. Needs a little bit better trim, actually. I'm really fighting it. Alright, landing gear is up. Flaps are up. Confirmed. Taxi light is indeed off. Landing lights on as required. Good. Prop sync is now on. Cow flaps. So we're going to keep the cow flaps down. Anti-ice as required. We're good. And we are just climbing like crazy. This thing is a beast. We're at 2,500 feet. That's crazy. 25 foot a minute. Fuel booster pumps can now go off. Close to our let's go ahead and turn on our autopilot. Let's engage. And let's go ahead and put an arm. And let's go ahead and hit the nav. It would be my choice to make a left turn, but whatever. So we came through, let's see, about 4,000 feet. Came through a layer, so quick layer. Alright, we're going on course right here. Climbing at around 130. I'm okay with that. 2,000 foot a minute. Let's go ahead and get our heading book going to 320. Pulling a little closer here. Let's just make sure we're good. What is it, 66? Let's go ahead and get the heater on. flight time is we're at 4 minutes already. So we took off at 15 after. 32 miles to go for our first waypoint. We're 12 minutes away. Lights can now go off. Passing 120. Let's go ahead and reduce our rate to 15 and start to pick up some speed. You can see the differential, kind of the crab angle. It's interesting because I thought the wind's coming out of, the wind's actually coming out of our east. So you can kind of see how we're on a 321 track. But yeah, well, this is interesting. We're actually flying, it's almost as if the wind's coming out of the west. Now, let's go ahead and look at flight planning. We've got 2,000 feet to go, Lester. Give us a minute. Let's look at flight planning. If I can remember how to do it, it's that button that says View OFP. 14,000. Hour and 26 minutes to Santa Fe. Have 721 extra pounds of fuel, so we have 4 hours of fuel on board. Oh man. Wind. About 245. Alright, so the wind is coming out of the west. We have minus components for the most part. Right now we have a plus component. It's coming at 22. But once we cross Texaco, we'll be at a minus component. We'll have almost a straight on headwind. 30 knots, 29 knots. Good. Alright. Ground speed right now is about 190. That should be slowing down to 165, so we'll see. Go ahead and put the cow flaps up. And we should be leveling off here at 16,000. Leveling off. Let's go ahead and do cruise checklist. Cow flaps up, anti-ice. KEDC, all we need right now. Fuel booster pumps are off. Cabin heat. Oh, it's getting a little warm. Let's go ahead and push the cabin heat in a little bit. Cabin pressurization. How are we doing? Looks like we're fine. Cabin differential's on. I wonder why that would be. Alright, let's go ahead and set it for a little higher than 16. Let's set it for 18. That might give the cabin some breathing room. We should see this go off soon. Trying to maintain the cabin at around 7,000 feet. We're around 5,000 right now. There, the light just went off. Okay, cabin differential is good. Cabin pressurization is good. Navigation is fine. We are at top of descent. We are in the amber light, so we need to get rolling. We're doing 32 on the manifolds. Good. And we're doing 2400 RPMs. So we're all set there. Let's go ahead and lean them. Lean find. Actually, before we do that, let's do a little pre-lean. Should see an increase. We're on to 15. And there's the drop, so we'll go back. And let's see. On the right, we want to, we're at 15, 50, 60, 70. Oh, there's the drop. Go back. Okay, that's a little pre-lean. Alright, so let's go ahead and do lean. We're going to do not rich of peak, we're going to do lean of peak. So we go ahead and hit the middle, hold our button down until we get lean of peak. So let's do the left one first. Where are we right now? We're clicking at around 22, 23 gallons per hour. Let's watch this drop. Last of peak, now we go forward. There, about 24 something. There. Alright, let's do the right side. Let's get last to peak. And we are 55, so we need to come back a little bit. Get a little richer. We're about 16.5 gallons now per hour, so that's a big fuel savings. Thank you to our EDM 760. We tried to screw it all up, but anyway, so we got our fuel. Love it. This thing is a power horse, right? Oh, it's 59 degrees. We'll leave it at all right now. Outside air temperature is 22. Is that true? Yep, 22. Precip out there? None. Let's go ahead and give us a little warmer cabin. You can see our airspeed has dropped back nicely. You can see this down here. I'm just using the mouse scroll. Very hot. If I left that open, we'd be at 100 degrees really quick. So I'm going to leave it right around there. Cabin temperature has always been a challenge for us. But you know, hey, this thing 19. Not many. Alright, let's go ahead and dial in our true airspeed. We said we had 22 degrees. 22 degrees, so on Celsius, where are we? Like a -5 Celsius. So we're going to set 16. We're at 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 needs to go, right? Because that'd be -10. This is -5 in between. 16. So our true airspeed is clicking around 228. Turn. What's our new course? 283. 283. little different topography here. I'm starting to see a little bit more brown. Should be interesting up there ahead of us. Alright, let's go ahead and do a couple things. Check the weather in Santa Fe. Well, first of all, Texaco. We need to be 1125, 1120. So we were right in on fuel. So fuel looks to be really good. And what are we, 15? We're 16 minutes in. Texaco, we're supposed to be at 18. So we're about 3 minutes out of schedule, and we're right on fuel. Next check-in will be Anton Chico, which is a lot longer. So we're going to take us to Anton Chico, 31 minutes. Okay. Santa Fe. Santa Fe. Wow, we got a lot of runways at Santa Fe. Where do we want to park? By the fire station, Buster? By the fire station? Buster wants to park by the fire station. Isn't that right? I don't know. I think we're going to have to go to these hangars over here, Buster. By the helipad. So. Alright. You want to go to the fire station? We'll go to the fire station. There's a lot of other hangars over there. Alright. Go to the fire station. I mean, we don't want to be a hazard. We don't want to get in their way. And that'd be bad if there's an actual accident. Here we are, we're in their way. But we'll go to the fire station. There's really no good way to get there, Buster. I don't know, Buster. I'll only go to the fire station. Buster. Well, it'd be kind of interesting if we could stop in time on runway 28. Let's see what the weather is. Alright, let's go ahead and write down what we got. Alright, winds are prevailing 240, 13, gust 18. 10 section. Clear. Well, that's nice. Wow, look at that. 22 is the high, but the dew point is minus 0.5. 22 degrees outside, but the dew point is minus. I mean, talk about no humidity. I mean, we were 13 degrees Celsius outside, going down to minus 5. And that's like really crazy low humidity. Welcome to Santa Fe. Alright, altimeter is 3016. We are still on local pressure, so we will dial in some local stations on our way. But look at this. Definitely a change in the, I definitely think we're in New Mexico now. Look at that. What's that little airport over there? Let's go to nearest. 2, 12 miles off 150. Nope. There's one at 240. There's one at 240. So it's 59 New Mexico. 10 miles away. 241. 2,100 feet. Pretty small runway. That looks a lot bigger than 2,100 feet. Dead on, one right in front of us. What radial are we on the other one? I would think that we're gotta be coming down off the 1.5. Pretty darn close. How about that? 1.45. Alright, what am I talking about? So the backup is tuned into TCC Tucumare, I guess. Tango Charlie Charlie. And so we're pulling radials off of this to just kind of check where we're going. I guess we could have done it off of Cannon as well, Clovis. But right now we're, you can see, we're about 150 right there. So that's how we can kind of track our way along this Victor 6.2. See Victor 6.2. The lowest we should be at Victor 6.2 is flight level 080, 8,000. No, 8,000 MSL. Santa Fe is up and running. Santa Fe is 110.6. So look at this. 110.6. So let's go ahead and get 0.6. Good. So Santa Fe is in the backup on nav 1. What's 117.8? I think that's, yep, Anton Chico. So once we hit Anton Chico, then we'll put Santa Fe in the backup. Alright. Still not done yet. Got the weather. What runway do we want, Buster? They wanted us at runway 20. We could do 28. We could do runway 28. I mean, winds are 24. So it's kind of smack down in the middle. Let's try to do runway 28, and then we can, I don't know if we're going to be able to stop Buster. I mean, we're talking 1,000 foot. I mean, we'd have to like touch down like right on the numbers and slam on the brakes to get to the fire station. I knew you'd say that. We're at 6,300 feet too. Wow. So we only got to go down 10,000 feet. And to get into pattern altitude, let's call it 6,300. Let's call it, so pattern altitude would be 73, let's call it just 7,000. So we're at 16. We got to drop 9,000 feet. 9,000 times 5 is 45 miles out. Gee, that's not bad. I don't know, it'll be 7,300 feet. straight in approach, thinking about the visual. Of course I'm thinking of visual, but let's go ahead and see. What approaches do we have for runway 28? We have an RNAV. Let's see what it looks like. Any day now. So we got to come into Renco. I think it's doable. Let's go straight into Renco. Yep, that's exactly what we'll do. So from Anton Chico, we're going to go straight into Renco. Renco is at what altitude? 10,000 feet. And we have an LNAV. I wonder if we'll have vertical guidance. Probably not. Oh, I can see some mountains. Which can be an out profile? I don't think so. So Renco, we need to be at 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get that in there. Whole game changes out west. Game changes. So you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. 2 miles. 2 miles and 4. Give us a little bit. Hey. Give us a little bit of padding. Well, it would be nice if I put in the procedure first. There it is. Hooray! Put in KGAO, and then we'll cancel KGAO. Good. Go straight to Renco. Our button's not working. Oh, here we go. Renco. Good. There we go. We got our descent in 23 minutes. We're looking on the lean. Look at that. We're about 17 on the gallons per hour. That's pretty good. Alright, we're 50 miles away still from Chico. Let's go ahead and look at our fuel gauges here. So we've used 22 gallons already. We have 178 remaining. That's not right. Oh yeah, that's gallons. I'm thinking pounds. Miles per gallon, 6.1. Almost 200 horses each. 16.5 gallons per hour. We've used 12 and 12, so we used 24 gallons. 24 gallons, so we've used 24 gallons. About 144 pounds of fuel we've used so far. Love this little thing. This EDM 760 is a powerhouse. I mean, it gives you so much information. And then if you want to go EGT, oh my gosh, it'll give you every cylinder, which is fantastic, and the oil temperature. It gives you the EGT. It gives you the cylinder head temperature as well down here. Set the Fahrenheit. Oh, tells you the battery. Tells you outside air temperature was 22. Differential is about 60. All good. But you're seeing EGT and CHT for each cylinder as it cycles through. That's impressive. Love it. Love how they modeled this. Oh guys, you can't even imagine how hard it would be to model these things. We were just trying to load up a silly aircraft just the other day into a package and just try to say, oh yeah, just copy an engine flight model from, you know, a Cessna or whatever. Yeah, it was way more complicated. These guys are doing EDM 760s. I mean, just doing the blender around all of this is just bizarre. I tell you what, guys, you developers, you rock, because this is phenomenal. You don't get nearly enough credit. Yeah, we paid our dollars, but man, you deserve it. All right, here we go. What do we got going on out here? The line of demarcation. Like we just left probably around some sort of plateau riverbed or something. We're in New Mexico. We're in New Mexico for sure. But you can see that snow cap mountain. Let's go ahead and make sure that we know where we're going if we lose an engine. So what do we got? We've got a 5,700 foot runway sitting off of 180. So due left at about 22 miles. KFSU. 7,000 foot of cabin pressure. Very comfortable, except for the temperature. Away, where should we be on fuel? About 1,000 pounds, 2016. We'll be there in 47 minutes. We're way ahead of schedule. Our ground speed's 202. Ground speed on flight planning was 165. That's crazy. What a miss. What was the altitude again on our... what is our altitude on flight planning? 140. Well, we're at 160. What are the winds? Not much different between 160 and 140. It's actually worse at 160. Alright. There's, of course, the difference between what this plane is doing and what flight planning says it's going to do. At least it's not completely off. Alright, Renko, we need to be there at 10,000 feet. Let's talk about the procedure and do a little pre-flight in here. We do have an LNAV, so let's go ahead and just... Alright. Give me a second here. LNAV plus V for an ILS? I don't think so. LNAV plus V, so we will have vertical guidance. You can see it right here. Alright, so we will fly it with vertical guidance. It's not a straight in until we get the Z-bit. The Z-bit will be our final approach fix at 9,200 feet, which will be, wow, it's over 3,000 feet. What in the world? Man, 9 miles out will be 3,000 foot above the runway. Coming in at runway 28, and that would be 289 on the degrees, really? 289? off. I gotta write it down. 289 degrees, so that's what we need to set it to. Okay. RNAV. We're gonna dive. Actually, you know, we're at 10,000 feet at 18 miles out. I'm just gonna keep it at 10,000. We'll intercept the vertical guidance. If not, run into a problem, we'll descend at around 600 foot per minute. We'll set that up, and that should give us the 3 degree. And then how do we go missed? Climbing left turn. Gee whiz. Missed approach point. Because we can only use vertical guidance as just that, we will have a minimum descent altitude. And that will be, let's just call it 7,000 feet. So 7,000 feet will be our MDA. It's about 700 foot above our touchdown zone. Okay, it's about 700 foot above. So let's go ahead and set 700 into our radio. Go ahead and rate our altitude. Let's go ahead and set it to 700. Doesn't even go there. 5, 6, 7. Our MDA. 700 foot above ground. We have 5 minutes to go till we have time and fuel check. Time and fuel check. Time and fuel check. Got some mountains up here. I guess we're gonna split them off up here. Performing well. There's no issues, differences, and stuff like that. $68 degrees. We finally got it figured out, Lester. Let's get an altimeter reading. Approach, that's what we're looking at. Climbing left turn to 9200 and we're going to Larco, or Lacro. Okay, good thing to note, the VOR is not on the field. So Santa Fe is not on the field. Vertical speed is required, 400 foot per minute. Descent, we're waiting to get to 800. We're 67 miles out. And we were saying we need to be, we're going to start our descent, basically needed to be 50 to 45 miles out. Time and fuel check in 1 minute 47 seconds. I missed this, Buster. This is fun, man. We're out here out west. Actually got clouds above us. Hard to believe. Yeah, I know we're only going to be 10,000 feet above the ground, and we're flying up, 6,000. That looks to be ice, doesn't it? I swear I just saw ice. I looked out there and there was full bore ice on the window. I swear I saw ice, Buster. Oh. Looks like that shield was all frozen up. Like I looked out there and it's frozen up. There's no ice out there. Cold, for sure, but it's in the sun. We have no precip. The humidity is bone dry, except for this. Stunning. Little different from the Caribbean in our Coronado PA-44. Little different, Buster. Like I said, we're not in Kansas anymore. Coming up here. No. Oh, see a bad mistake in our flight planning. You see it too, Buster. Right here. KSAF is in our way. Bust that up. Alright, let's activate the approach. So what happened there, guys, was that when we put in our approach, the flight plan still had Santa Fe in front of Renko. Hold on. So what happened was the VNAV was calculating going to Santa Fe and then back to Renko. And so, yeah, the whole VSR thing was not legit. So now you can see we're almost there. We caught it just in time, which is good. Let's go ahead and begin our descent. There's Renko. We're about 8 minutes away from our initial approach fix, which is pretty impressive. Let's do it. Let's get down there. We need to get bogey. Oh, there's ice all over. Bing, 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 and bing. That's how quick it can happen, guys. That's how quick it can happen. And here we were, just minding our own business. Right? And we just had a little bit of precip. Look at that. We got a precip. Bam. Good to know. Alright, got the 10,000 feet. And we're going down. Gotta go 800. Let's go 900 foot per minute. Let's dial back our throttle. Boot pressures. Let's go ahead and, now that we're out of the icing conditions, let's go ahead and turn off our icing. Pretty interesting. I mean, it wasn't icing to the point where it was on our, I mean, who knows, could have been. It definitely iced up our windshield for sure. How are we in time and fuel? Pretty much, that boat's pretty much left the station. Actually, we're right where we need to be on fuel. I shouldn't say we're low on fuel. That is a mischaracterization for what we're doing. Alright, let's go, Mister. Let's get on our approach blade. Going to runway 28. Checklist. Alright, approach brief. Oh, you know what we need. A quick update on the weather. 25 at 9. That makes it even better for us to go going into 289 is fine. 3012. Okay, 12 is dialed in. Santa Fe traffic, Baron 712 Bravo Mike is 30 miles to the southeast at 13,500, inbound for the RNAV runway 28, Santa Fe. Did I do the right one? Nope, I did not do the right one. all over again. Of course, I had off flight to do this. Santa Fe traffic, Baronet 712 Bravo Mike is at 13,000 feet, 30 miles to the southeast, inbound for the RNAV runway 28 Baronet 2 Bravo Mike. That is just awful. Not Baronet 2 Bravo Mike, it's Santa Fe traffic. Just awful. Awful. Pathetic and shameful. Our radios are pathetic and shameful. I tell you, it's the lack of people out there. I mean, we would be way more buttoned up if we had people sitting there. Let's go ahead and get the landing light on. Let's go ahead and lower our expectations here to 6,000 feet. Wow, that's right where we want. Was it 6,300? Yep. Minimums are set. We have 700 foot. Fuel quantity, everything, cabin pressure, fine. Descent, cow flaps are closed. Correct. Anti-ice owners require fuel pumps. We're going to go low right now. Good. Cabin heat and air. Well, we don't need that. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and turn off the heater. Good. Cabin pressurization, we're good. We're local. Temperature, landing lights on. Altimeters local. Prop sync off. Mixture full rich. Prop levers full. Anti-ice as required. Pumps are low. Cabin heat, air conditioning fine. Airspeed 140. Let's drop things back a little bit. Approach plate up. After Renko, we're gonna drop. Where are we gonna drop? I don't think we're gonna drop. I think we're gonna leave things as it was, but we can drop to 9,200. Alright, 289er. Let's go ahead and set the deal to 289er. And we're going to be taking a course to the Z-bit is going to be 310. Hope we're not going to hold. would actually do the hold, but we'll go ahead and do the hold. Put in some power. That's a waste of fuel. And there's nobody around. That's a good lesson. Take out the hold if we're not going to do the hold. It would have been simple to take it out. Oh, we got nobody in the pattern. So 10,000-foot mountains over there. All right, let's go ahead and zeeb it. Let's get down to 9,200. Drop the power back. Santa Fe traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike is 20 miles to the southeast, inbound for landing on the RNAV runway 28, Santa Fe. Get vertical guidance. It doesn't mean much. We're MDA of 7,000 feet, so minimum descent altitude 7,000 feet. Looks pretty good though. We have some fog though. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't think that will impact us at all. I think the airport's right over there. About coming in low, Buster, so we can get to the fire station. Charlie, was it? Charlie taxiway. No promises, Buster. $9,200 feet. 140. Here's glide path capture. 289er. That's 2728, 29er. Right there is 29er. 289er. Okay. It's all straight in from here. I don't see. Oh, there's the light. There it is. It's 10 miles. Yeah. 12 miles out. Give it a little more power. Starting to lose a little ground here. Santa Fe traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike is established on the RNAV runway 28, 10 miles to the threshold, Santa Fe. Go. We hit the approach just in the nick of time. Direct 9200. Alright, so our missed approach is in the box at 9200. We're now on glide path. Our vertical guidance, not completely the pathway. There it is. There it is. Alright, let's keep it coming down. We need to get some flaps. Far are we out? We're 6 miles out, geared down. Alright, geared down in the carriage we have mixture rich, props are high. Cow flies are up still. Taxi light on now that we have gear down. Lights are all good. Everything's where we need it to be. Give a little more power. Try to maintain 110. Buster wants to stop at the fire station. Santa Fe traffic. Baron at 2 Bravo Mike, 5 mile final for runway 28 on the RNAV. Santa Fe. Boy, it does not look straight at all. Definitely offset. Here's what we're going to do, Buster. I'm going to go ahead and take the airplane at 7,000 feet, and we're going to try to get down there. Well, you wanted to make there. You wanted to make it. So let's go, man. Approach flaps on. You know what? I'm on full flaps. Full flaps. Maybe that will help us out a little bit here. Alright, precision altitude. Look at that. We get the little light, everything. My airplane. Continuing. More power. Trying to keep us at 100. Don't want to go below blue line. Ooh, I see the fire station, Buster. By the way, this is a we got this off of flightsim.to, so we'll get some credit as we get on the ground here. No, couldn't do it, Buster. We tried. Oh man, that was close. That was really close, Buster. What is this? D? We have to go this way. That was close. We almost did it. Santa Fe traffic. Baron 2 Bravo Mike is clear. Runway 28 vacated off of Delta. Santa Fe. Flaps forward. It's going good. Let's go ahead and get the landing lights off. Go ahead and get the strobe off. Let's go ahead and get the pitot heat off. Heaters all good. Everything is looking good. Let's go ahead and dump down and dump the pressure. And let's open the cowl flaps. Alright. Alright, you want to go to the fire station, Buster? Do you? Okay. Nice. Santa Fe traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike, taxiing to the fire station via Alpha Charlie, crossing runway 28. And then Charlie. Santa Fe. Nice. Really nice. Look at that. Looks like the building's a little off, a little up in the air. We definitely understand that challenge, don't we, Buster? You could, oh man, this airport, I'm just saying, what a pain to do a scenery on this airport. Look at the, see how he or she struggled with, see the bend there, and look how that hangar's almost off the ground, a foot off the ground back there. Just the topography alone just makes this, man, we gotta upgrade our level of detail, Buster. Man, we're getting whacked here. Santa Fe traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike, crossing runway 28 at Charlie. Santa Fe. Oh, we almost made it, Buster. We were really close. That was a lot to ask for. Here you are, Buster. I don't really see a way to get over there. Oh yeah, here we go. Man, that's a cool fire truck. Let's go over here. Here you are at the firehouse. Man, I wonder if we can get like sprayed here. That'd be fun. Alright, man, that was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and shut down. Alright, after landing checklist, we did not do it. But I think we pretty much got everything off. Oh, fuel bumps. It's the only thing that we didn't do. Parking brake, avionics, oh, and of course a weather radar. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that sucker off. Actually, while we're here, let me see how does the engine look? And if there's any failures. Engines are 95. Are there any failures? No failures. Okay, turn it off. Parking brake is set. Make sure parking brake is set. Avionics are off. Throttles 1000. Let's go ahead and fuel bumps off. Mixture cut off. Cabin pressure differential is 0. Yep, pop it. Sub panel switches. Let's make sure that they're all off. Now, we had this in the Coronado. Okay, there. Guess it was the wind. Kept them going, but anyway. Alright, sub-panel switches are off. Lights are all off. Alternators off. Battery switch off. Hey man, that was a lot of fun. Man, it's been a while since we got back into it. This has been about a week and a half. And so, a lot of fun. I thought we did, you know, decent on everything. A couple things, you know, radios were pretty poor. But for the most part, I thought we did good. And we got parked here at the firehouse. Yeah, really appreciative of the folks that did the Santa Fe. We really didn't get a good look around, but it looks really cool over there. Nice job for the folks that did the Santa Fe, New Mexico, the scenery. Gotta spit that out, the airport. So, looks really cool. Really challenging though, guys. I mean, let's not get nitpicky on these guys for what, you know, I mean, this airport, the elevation is like crazy. Really low over here, really high over there. Tough. You have to rotate these things. You can see how the firehouse is, you know, 1.5 feet up on the back. I mean, it's a rough, it ain't easy. I mean, I give anyone who does scenery a lot of credit. Using the SDK for MSF to 2020 is not easy. So anyway, tip of the cap. Really appreciate being out here in Santa Fe. We'll go ahead and taxi back later, get some fuel maybe, or maybe not. Maybe we'll fuel up in Sedona, but we'll go over there and be a part of the club and then take off at some point, head into Sedona. We gotta mess with our level of detail here. I mean, those rocks should not look like that. But anyhow, hope you guys had a good time. We definitely enjoyed it. And until next time, clear skies and warm tailwinds and Buster. See you guys.